Away ahead.
More than 5 centuries ago, Italian genius Leonardo da Vinci inked blueprints for a human flying machine, now known as Da Vinci's helicopter. This concept is iconic among his various ideas, including an entire codex on flight. It clearly demonstrates a hovering device 400 years before such craft began to appear. This is not the helicopter as we know it, powered by flat rotor blades acting like aircraft wings. The famous sketch describes a screw-like vertical blade spiraling about its central axis, a variation of the helix shape made famous by DNA molecules. How does it work? Think of the action of a ship's propeller upon the water. The rotation of the blades pushes water away, and Isaac Newton's third law describes the forward push upon the boat. Similarly, Leonardo's aerial screw pushes air downward, propelling his craft upward. If the rotation of the screw can be accomplished at a rate fast enough to displace air of more mass than the ship, the craft rises in the air. The design is fundamentally sound. Da Vinci lacked the modern materials necessary to construct a lightweight and durable blade. He also lacked the continuous motive power for such a machine. Men turning cranks could never dream of flying. They are far too heavy and too weak to produce enough power to lift themselves. Conscious of this limitation, Da Vinci envisioned a spring, wound by the crank turners, building up and storing energy. That built-up energy could be released in a quick unwinding burst, spinning the screw rotor. But as far as we know, such a device was never built. Could Leonardo's invention in its original form ever lift off? It is hard to be sure, but several factors make it seem unlikely. In 2020, a University of Maryland engineering team designed and tested the underlying technology as part of a design contest. The team's winning design, Illico, looked functional on paper and in computer simulations, but could it actually fly in reality? The team found that the screw system, with numerous modifications, could be added to a modern drone that might indeed fly. To perform a test flight, the engineers replaced a drone's propellers with red plastic screw blades made according to their calculations based on Da Vinci's design. Then, team member Austin Prete, a graduate student in the university's aerospace engineering department, spent the next year and a half taking Illico from a theoretical working model on paper to a functional prototype. Did it work? Yes. Prete's unmanned quadcopter drone, called a Crimson Spin, actually flies using Da Vinci's screw-like design. That first successful flight was an incredible moment, the engineer said. It took him 3 months just to get it to fly correctly, and he had to step back and take a moment. The Crimson Spin is a beautiful demonstration of how modern engineering and technology can team up with timeless inventive dreaming to produce a marvelous demonstration of human ingenuity. It also proves that Leonardo da Vinci was, indeed, a genius. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.